In a courtroom built to break spirits, one 19-year-old stood up, not with anger, not with excuses, but with knowledge, calm, and truth. A case that changed more than just a verdict. This is the story of Jalen Dawson, a boy they tried to silence, but the system didn't know. He'd been listening his whole life. The courtroom is full, the air heavy with judgment. Think you're some kind of lawyer, kid? This ain't high school debate. Laughter erupts, from the gallery, the prosecutor, even the bailiff. But Jalen Dawson, calm, 19, hands in his pockets, doesn't react. Because this place, he knows it. Raised by a paralegal mother, he grew up on legal vocabulary instead of cartoons. The state will prove Jalen Dawson was seen behind the wheel of a stolen Audi A6. He ran. His prints are on the steering wheel. The evidence speaks for itself. The jury listens. Judge Grayson nods. Case seems sealed. Judge, let's make this quick. I've got a golf game at 2. More laughter. But this time, Jalen smiles. Just a flicker. Because the first mistake had already been made. Public defender Lisa Thornton rises, nervous, but Jalen gently stops her. Jalen, Your Honor, I'll speak for myself. Gasps from the gallery. Even Grayson sits up straighter. Judge, you'll what? Jalen, I'm defending myself. Carrington smirks. This should be fun. But what follows, no one expected. Jalen, calm. Prosecution says Officer Ruiz saw me behind the wheel, but I requested GPS records for his vehicle that night, because according to what I found, Officer Ruiz wasn't even on duty during the chase. The room shifts. Energy changes. Carrington stammers. Judge, is verifying that a problem? Carrington hesitates, just a moment. But Jalen, he sees everything. Years of watching taught him. Hesitation is truth gasping for air. Carrington, well, while we wait for GPS data, let's not forget the fingerprints on the steering wheel. Jalen nods. That's true. He steps forward, slow, calm, cuts the room like a scalpel. Jalen, they say prints prove guilt, but let me ask you, if you try on a jacket in a store, zip it up, then leave, and later it's stolen, are you guilty just because your prints are there? Jurors exchange looks. Jalen, I opened the car door, out of curiosity. Didn't sit, didn't drive, didn't take it, just touched. A dumb, thoughtless moment. But that moment became a charge. Beat. Does touching something make you a criminal? Carrington flips through papers, losing his grip.
And where's the forensic expert who tested those prints? Wasn't called, wasn't questioned. So we're convicting me with 0 verified testimony? Turns to judge. Interesting. Holding up a paper. Also, here's a statement from the car's owner, Raymond Whitaker. Reads, I left the engine running at a gas station. A kid jumped in. But it wasn't the guy they arrested. The kid I saw was white. Gasps echo across the courtroom. This report was buried, ignored, because I didn't fit the narrative. I was arrested a few blocks away, with snacks in my hand, not keys. And the only thing that made me guilty was how I looked, quietly. I wasn't the thief, but I was close, and black. So, that was enough. Silence. Judge Grayson, rubbing his temples. Does the prosecution have anything further? Carrington, defeated. No, Your Honor. Judge Grayson, after a long pause. Case dismissed. Stunned silence. Then, whispers, gasps, movement. But Jalen stays still, calm. He lets the truth settle into the walls. As he turns to leave, Mr. Dawson. Jalen stops. You should consider law school. A smile flickers on Jalen's face. He was already on that path. Cameras flash. Reporters swarm. Jalen, how did it feel to win? What's next for you? He doesn't answer. At the bottom of the stairs, his mother waits, her arms crossed, eyes wet. Denise. Boy, you scared me half to death. Had to take a risk, Ma. She pulls him into a hug, tight. Jalen didn't just defend himself. He defended everyone who's ever been judged before being heard. He made the system pause. And for once, the system blinked. But how many others don't get that chance? This case is over. But the fight for justice still goes on. Jalen is now studying law, and he's not coming back alone. If this story made you think, don't stay silent. Like this video, subscribe for more powerful stories, and share this, because next time, it might not be Jalen. It might be someone you love.